conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with Coach Heupel before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return. The run inside. It's Jackson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Say it. Complete on the left to Smith. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Say it. Complete. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
It'll be third and long. Sayin from the gun on third down. He wants to take the top off. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Finds his man. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll line up trips to the right, the fourth receiver on the left on 2nd and 1. Sayin on the play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw. And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't block in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back to back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Zayin from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Bishop. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Open on the left side is Smith. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Using his legs, it's Bishop. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Right back to it. Maybe some room here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Vols headed quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On first down from their own 22. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Oh, better look out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat.
Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
And the Buckeyes are facing third and inches. Keeps it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's West. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, say it. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Play fake, Julian Sayet. It's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
All right, defense, it ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Again, it's Sayet. Fires left side, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
They'll go play action with Sayet. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, it's an early down on the 1-yard line, so I think everybody's expecting run. They go play action to see if they can catch the defense off guard, but they do a good job in the back end with coverage. Incomplete.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's in! Touchdown, Ohio State! You want to keep your offense on the field?
Wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Vols in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
The Volunteers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Off the play fake on first down. The short hands, it's Matthews. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Zayn makes the grab. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Zayn. He's going for a big play downfield. Holds it
on the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Say it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dodson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So here is the Tennessee offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Bishop. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Running inside. It's Bishop. Takes it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's first and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. Quick step and go. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when we take advantage.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Vols! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking to throw it, Sayin. Here's a heat. It's caught downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for the edge, it's West. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. The run inside. It's Jackson. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Bringing the heat. Quick completion on the out route. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Love that throw there, and I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position, and this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's got it again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to run for it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They've got him looking raw, but they're going to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Here's Sayin to throw. Punts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get into him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Oh, they're after him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Motion from the wideout. On the move. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Defense needed that, right? If that field goal gets made here in the second half, all of a sudden it's a two-possession game. But by getting the block, they keep this thing really close. Let's see how their offense can respond.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Running inside, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They go right back to it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He wants to throw it. Works the middle of the field. Turning. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just jumping. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a crease. Smashes through the tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you can tell the defense was really frustrated after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter. But how about the kick return unit, man? They make a huge play. They grab momentum right back in this football game, and they take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Vols are in the hurry up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Right back to the well. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Staley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Gonna look downfield again. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Talk about stepping up in a huge moment of the game. This guy's been relatively quiet throughout the game, but here in a 2-minute situation, he makes arguably the biggest play of the game so far for his offense. Nice job.
To the air on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
You know, if you're the defense here, you might need to change up your tactics right now. You've got the lead in this 2-minute situation, but this quarterback is picking you apart on this drive. You might want to start dialing up some pressure, see if you can get him out of rhythm.
Gonna run it. It's Gordon. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Morris. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. St. Clair. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
To the air, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Sayin back to the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. From the gun on third down, Sayin going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good, like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. The run inside. It's Morris. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
4 receivers set, 2 on each side on second and 8. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Running inside, it's Morris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now they take the lead. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, baby.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
A shot toward the end zone. He got it in, and walk-off touchdown in overtime.
How about this offense coming out and executing so great, knowing what they needed. They were on defense first. They knew exactly what they needed to do, come out and get the throwing touchdown, ends the football game right now. Nice execution by the offense.
And that play right there, David, really encapsulates